Hello, Libra. Welcome to your reading of November the 12th through the 18th. My name is Dawn. You're listening to Dawn Williams Tarot. If you are new to my channel, welcome back. I am going to light some sage for this reading, just so you can see that I actually do use sage for in between all my readings. So if you see smoke, that's why. Okay. Welcome back to Dawn Williams Tarot. I'd like for you to just take a second, and I want to take a deep breath with you, and we'll just let it out, and we're just going to settle into our chair, okay? So go ahead and take your deep breath in now. Hold. And let it go. Ah, that feels better. I can actually feel the energy quieting. So this round of readings is completely guided by the archangels. I have been in meditation and have been working very closely. Today, when I pulled my cards, you can see, because I've already posted it on my channel, underneath the community tab is where I will post just my single, one card of the day type of messages to the community. So you can check those out at your leisure. But today I did pull a card from the Spirit Junkie, which was about, it's basically what it's saying is you're not going to keep your light dim anymore. And I just love the message. So I posted that. And then I pulled a card from the Archangel deck, which I plan to pull one for you. My card was Archangel Michael. And the interesting thing is that as I sat down to do my meditation before I started your reading, I called in Archangel Metatron, Sandalphon, Michael, and Uriel. So I typically work with those four angels the most. And when I pulled my card and Archangel Michael was there, his message was very clear. So I posted that as well. So in my meditations about these specific group of readings, I remember saying in my last video that we are going to be having a full moon on the 13th, which is coming up soon, which is this group of readings. Now it's a new moon. It's a new moon, not a full moon. It's a new moon, and it's on the 13th. This new moon is in Scorpio. Now, Scorpio energy is all about transformation, right? It's about death and rebirth. That's the type of the energy that it is. So Spirit gave me a bunch of, clarity on that. So it's about secrets. It's about hidden things, specifically in the financial area. And if you're paying any attention, you will realize that, again, in the United States, there is a lot of heightened information about our banking system. So something may as it starts to build, right, something may very well happen this month. So the guidance that Spirit gave me was to be like water and just flow. Accept whatever changes are coming in for you for this week, because Scorpio is about transformation. It's about empowerment. It's about your spiritual gifts. It's about death and rebirth. It's about secrets, and it's about the hidden side of life. So unexpected disclosures are about to come up and be surfaced. I've been saying this in my readings for a bit, but this is really coming in very clear. And it says that the unexpected disclosures about the hidden side of things to help us move forward, since this is a new moon, and new moons are about progression, right? Moving forward. Okay. I'll talk about the full moon in another video. So those were my messages from Spirit. I also am working with two specific crystals that I was working with specifically when I sat down to do my meditations. And these are, if you look at them, this one is a double. See how it's got the double here? Both of these crystals are called sentient plasma quartz. They were mined, I think, in the same location. It could either be Colombia or it might be the Himalayas. I'm not exactly sure where these crystals come from. If you're a crystal hound, you may know. But the interesting thing about these crystals that I have found, of anybody that has them, that owns them because they love crystals, is these crystals actually find you more than you find them, meaning you can go out and look for them, I suppose, if you want to. But both of these came up unexpectedly for me in different times of my life when I really needed them. And the way that they explain how these energies work with these specific crystals is that they work on a very high dimensional. These can go as high up as the 12th dimension. At least that's what they say. I can tell you that I can only work with these for short periods of time. And I think it's because I really haven't raised my vibration high enough to work with them consistently. But when I got this one first, and then I got this one second, in different times in my life. When I picked this crystal up, I literally had a reaction and I just started bawling, like woo-hoo, like crazy bawling, right? It's like, wow, that's never happened before. And it's funny because when I went to pick up this crystal, because I was told to use these in these readings this time, it was kind of like that same type of energy, came over me. It really, I have a stronger affinity to this one than I do this one. Not that one is over the other. It's just that I've worked with this one longer and I've had this one longer. So it's kind of like this really fits so nicely in my hands. And I just feel this whole beautiful energetic thing come over my heart when I hold this crystal. This crystal is definitely one that really connects you with the higher realms. So I feel very blessed to have this crystal today. Okay, so how I'm going to do your readings is I am going to do, I'm going to pull two oracle cards. I do have a new deck of tarot cards called the Good Tarot. And, I'm really drawn to all these different decks because they all have different, when I pick them up, they feel differently to me. And for me, this deck right here, which is the Good Tarot deck, it's big and it's fat. And I thought, I'm not going to really like it because it is so big. But I have to tell you, the imagery is just stunning. Like the images, here's the Sun card. I had posted that one yesterday. Here's the Page of Air. I mean, they're just beautiful. And when I pulled my first card was the Magician card. And I was just like, it looked like Santa Claus. I mean, hopefully it'll come up and I'll be able to show you. But it was, I don't know, there was just this connection that happened. And I just felt immediately that this is going to become a very special deck for me. So I'm going to pull cards from that. And then I'll pull your 5 main themes like I traditionally do. Okay, so I'm going to put this crystal down. And I'm going to give you your first cards, which is The difficult relationships in my life are the perfect mirror for me to look more closely at my own behavior. Okay, like I really stumbled, sorry. The difficult relations in my life are the perfect mirror for me to look more closely at my own behavior. Difficult relations in my life are the perfect mirror for me to look more closely at my own behavior. That's a perfect, beautiful card, isn't it? And that message is really deep because one of the things that Spirit has been telling me is that people have really been avoiding to do their shadow work, their dark side, or their shadow work. They have a tendency to want to put it off, right? And that's the thing, is if you're not working on the things that Spirit really wants you to work, they will bring things into your life that will cause you to have to work those things. And difficult relationships is a perfect example of that, Libra. Okay. So that is your first card. Your second oracle card is from the Archangel, Diana Cooper's Archangel deck. And you got Archangel Sandalphon. Now here's an angel that I work with daily. Tune into your divine potential and bring the world into harmony. So tune into your divine potential, bring the world into harmony. Now when I see Sandalphon, because I've worked with Sandalphon for multiple years, long time, I don't see him as this lavendery. I see him more on the gold tones. But for me, he's very coppery. Do I even have anything? No, I don't have anything. But I have here. He's just much more coppery with the tones of browns. It's brown tones for me. So that's how I see him. Okay. So now what we're going to do is I'm going to shuffle your cards. I'm going to pull your cards today. Okay. So what do our Libras need to know, please, Spirit? Archangels? Our higher selves, God of our heart. What do Libras need to know this week? The week of November the 12th through the 18th. And also realize this is a timeless message. So if you hear this message after November the 18th, this energy will still be applicable to you as the archangels are encoding this video with their divine and we can all benefit from it. Okay, so let's split the deck. Of air, 4 of air, and transformation. Okay, so let's start. Let me move things around here because these are big cards. Okay, so the 6 of Swords. Let me just a second. I don't know why, but my nose is running. It hasn't run all day. This needs to run now. Okay. 6 of air. So this is in your strengths position. This 6 of air. The 6 of air, as you can see, is this boat, right? It's kind of like out, and it looks as though one side is choppy, right? The other side is really dark, and it's flowing forward. So this card is a card representing that you are moving to calmer waters, okay? And The other thing that I pick up about this card is that everybody is really going through a lot of difficulty right now. And that's kind of what this is saying, is that whatever it is that you've been dealing with in your own life, personally, you're moving to calmer shores. It's not going to be quite as bad as it has been in your immediate past. And I'll get some clarity on that in just a second. And then your next card is the Four of Swords. The Four of Swords is a card about looking for mental stability. This card is what's either helping or hindering you this week. So it looks as though that you're looking for some type of a message of some kind to come in and give you some clarity on the way that you're thinking about a specific subject or a specific topic, a new project, whatever it is that you're creating for yourself right now. Okay. And this card absolutely represents your energy, right? Because it's air, your air. And then as your opportunity, transformation. Now, the transformation card, of course, I was talking about that. And it's funny that you got this card because I was talking about this energy. This energy definitely is coming in for all of us. So I really honestly feel that this card does represent your sign, and this is an opportunity for you. This is an opportunity to make really big changes in your life. This is a major arcana card. This is energy you're going to be working through, probably, I would say, at least through the end of this month. I would say through the end of the year, because the majors, are not energies that we work through very quickly. Like, there's a lot of lessons that come in when you receive the major arcana cards. And I'll get clarity on what these changes may be that are coming in. Okay. So let's pull some cards. We have some cards, please. Clarity on the air, Six of Air. For our Libras, what do they need to know about this six? This is in your strengths position. So this is just going to give us additional clarity for this card, please. Oh, wow. Okay. So you have the Six of Swords. And this is being clarified by the Judgment card, right? It is your call to action. This call right here, call to action. And the sun is shining on you. Okay, so here's your three cards. I'm peeking underneath, making sure you can see them. Okay, so as I said, this is your opportunity. You're moving into calmer shores. It's followed by the Judgment card, which is in this deck, it's called the Call. And basically what the Judgment card is it's a card about awakening. It's about seeing things in a new light. And I honestly feel that through this transformational process, we are all going to see life quite differently than we have in our past. I feel as though this is a major arcana, as well as this Sun card, this is a beautiful card too, opportunity. This is saying the sun is going to shine on you. So all of this difficulty and hardship that you've endured and have worked through and had to really dig deep in order for you to get to where you are today, you're having a very big wake-up call, meaning that you're going to be exposed to information that's going to allow you to see life in a different way, your life in a different way. Is very deep, right? This is a very, it just goes deep. It really does go deep. And if you look at this call, you have this angel here, right? these angel wings on her, and she is blowing her trumpet. So I believe that this is Archangel Gabriel, representative of her. And basically, if you look at this from the biblical perspective, it's kind of like end times, right? It's the end times where Gabriel just blows her horn and wakes up the dead, meaning wakes up all those other people that are have passed on. And that's kind of when you look at the Rider-Waite card, that's what it looks like. Is you've got the angel above, you've got people in coffins, and Gabriel's blowing her horn, and the people are getting up out of the coffin. So what does that mean to you? What does that mean to you personally? I mean, it really does have a lot to do with what your personal belief systems are, right? But this right here is a big card. It is, does this represent you? No, justice represents you. Okay, but that's okay. But you're going to have a big awakening, and the sun is going to shine on you, right? The sun is all about nurturing, it's about growth, it's about healing, it's about joy and happiness, right? And that's kind of the embodiment of all of this. This is about big spiritual steps. This is about, this is about God shining on your life, okay? It can't get any more beautiful than that. Okay, can we have clarity, please, on this 4 of air? This is what's helping or hindering you. Please, angels, please give us clarity on this 4 of air for Libra. What else do we need to know? This is such a big deck. It is taking me a little bit to be able to shuffle and do all the normal things. Okay. Okay, so your 4 of air, and look at, she's got wings too, is clarified by the 9 of Cups. Your 9 of Cups is your wish card, right? 9 of Cups is, it's a beautiful card. It is a card, I mean, you're just so very close to attaining the 10 of Cups, which is all about, happy home, happy life, all of those types of things. But this card is a card of progression. It's telling you that you're very close at attaining those things that really make you feel warm and feel loved, all of those types of energies that are inside of you, okay? And then you have the 7 of Pentacles here. So the 7 of Pentacles, oh, look at her, she's got there's like little fairies on this card. Look at that little fairy right there she's looking at. So the 7 of Pentacles, or the 7 of Earth, represents it represents I have this all screwed up. Hang on. Okay, so the 7 of Pentacles represents gaining experience and gaining some type of a confidence. Okay, so let's say you're looking for mental stability in your way of thinking. And then you've got this 9 of Waters, which is actually your wish card. That means that you are going to, you're actually going into a beautiful time of really being able to appreciate and understand and enjoy all of the fruits of your labor that make you feel really good about yourself and your life and your accomplishments. And then you have this 7 of Earth. Now, the 7 of Earth to me represents the 7 of Pentacles, which is about an individual who has planted a bunch of seeds and is working on, creating good things in their life, beautiful progressions in their life. And right in this moment, they're taking a little bit of a pause, and they're really assessing Do I want to keep moving forward with this project? Is the work worth the reward? Meaning, of all the energy and time and devotion that I put into something, it could represent a feeling of knowing that you know how to do things, knowing that you know how to create things in your life, but at the same time, you're assessing, do I truly, really want this? Like, is this something that I really want in my life? And you're making those assessments, okay? There's no right or wrong. It's kind of like one of those things when you look at the Rider-Waite deck, he's definitely looking at his Seven of Pentacles. He's realizing that he still needs to let them continue to grow. And he's realizing that he's put a lot of effort. So it looks as though your efforts right now, you're really evaluating those efforts. But I really feel as though because of this nine of water, is that your efforts are going to come to fruition, and they're going to be better than what you recognize or realize at this time. Your final column is your opportunity column, right? Transformations. Transformations meaning big changes are coming. So can we have clarity on the big changes coming in for Libra, please? Archangels, God of our heart, higher self, ancestors, spirit guide. Okay, transformation. What does Libra need to know, please, about transformation? Big changes. Okay, so your transformation is clarified by the Page of Earth and the Five of Fire. Okay. So the Five of Fire, the fives have to do with changes again. So changes are definitely coming in. Earth has to do with Pentacles. So there could be a situation where you're feeling like you're being left out in the cold, or you're feeling as though people may be gossiping about you, or they may be talking about you behind your back, tearing you down in some way. But this card right here says, don't focus on those things. Don't bring attention to your weaknesses, right? Always focus on your positives and project that out into the world. So if you've got somebody that's trying to tear you down, don't add any more energy to that experience, right? You don't even have to acknowledge it. It's like, okay, so big deal. It's one person's thought, right? That doesn't really define you. So this card right here is saying that there are options that you can take, but the biggest thing is to focus on your positives, focus on your gifts, your skills, okay? And then it's amplified by this Five of Fire, which is the Five of Wands. Now, this is a card of conflict. So you have opportunities, because this is in your opportunity space. You've got transformations coming in. It will cause elevated, escalated feelings, emotions could be high. And you have to realize that even though you have these two fives, which one has to do with feeling left out in the cold, and this one has to do with conflict. It has to do with mental, emotional conflict. It has to do with maybe this is going to be energies that are going to be coming in that are going to challenge the way that you think about something, the way that you feel inspired about something, your creativity in some way. But at the same time, you have the opportunity as to how you are going to respond, right? So if you see conflict around you, do you engage? Or do you simply just throw up your hands and say, I'm not adding my energy to this, so walk away, right? Those are the opportunities that we have. But you do have these double fives here. Do we have any other thoughts? I don't think so. We have the 4. Okay. So you do have these double 5 here. So that does confirm big changes are coming your way. Okay. I feel as though both of these cards are basically saying you're going to be in a state of flux for a while and you're not going to be feeling all that mentally stable because you have this 4 right here, which does represent your energy right here, this card. Basically stating that, you know, I'm not feeling completely grounded. I'm not feeling completely comfortable yet. And just recognize this is a process. We are all going through it together, right? And angels have got your back. Tune into your divine potential, right? And recognize that difficult relationships are an opportunity for you to look more closely at your own behavior. Okay, so that is your reading. Oh, let me do your 5 main things to close out. Thank you so much for being here. And if you've lasted this long, you're new to my channel, I hope you will like and subscribe. I do post just about every week. I would love to add your energy to this, to our group here, our High Vibe Tarot Tribe. Your first card is a broken bridge, unsuccessful outcome to a problem. The tortoise, slowly but surely getting ahead. Pay attention to your work. Someone will try to make you do something against your will, which is this club card. That could very well have to do with this conflict, right? This conflict card. So you just really want to pay attention to decide how you want to add your energy or not add your energy to that situation. And then the bull, do not back down from opposition. Show strength and fortitude. Okay, Libra. This all looks really good. I mean, the most beautiful part of your reading absolutely is your strengths, is really tapping into all of this major arcana right here, right? And the sun is shining on you. That's beautiful. Okay, so thank you so much for being here. I hope you found something that resonates with you. Take what resonates, release what doesn't. And until next time, I hope you enjoy your week. Don't forget to do your new moon resolutions if that is a practice that you practice on the 13th. Take care.